Hi, everyone. Please feel free to raise your hand or just speak your question, or you can also put your question in the chat and I can read it for you.
I don't see any questions coming here. I see Shubal, I got your book. It's a beautiful book. I read many chapters, but first I read the chapter about myself. Just wanted to see.
It's a series of beautiful moments and miracles, Baba. The chapter about you, just every time I read it, it brings tears to my eyes because there's so much love between us that just I was able to put as much of my feeling as words could share into my experiences with you. It's a gift to the essence that comes through you, Baba.
It was very good to look, and boy, he got a big book. That's lots of words he got to say.
A lot of space. Big letters. Well, anyone in the satsang who would like to see it can send me an email and I'll just send it at cost, which is $6. Oh, and $5 for the mail. So send me $10 and I'll send you a book if you'd like to see it.
I see a hand, Asha. Asha? Okay, maybe a mistake. Amy?
Hi, Baba. So there are some questions in the chat now.
Okay.
The first question is, toward the end of the satsang, you mentioned we can all be yogis. I've been called to do this, but feel unworthy of that title.
What is yoga? I say we are all yogi because we are all seeking union. We are all seeking some kind of happiness. Happiness is our natural state of being. Sat Chidanand, Sat Chit Anand, bliss, happiness. That's our true nature. And we are all seeking that. So we are all yogis. We are all seeking that happiness. We are all seeking the truth. We are all seeking being conscious. So you are worthy. And yoga is not only doing yoga on the yoga mat. Yoga is this, paying attention to our purifying our mind. Purifying our mind. So it can be directed towards that peace. That's its home. It's natural home. It's like peace is your home. Natural state of being. No matter where you are always seeking that home. You're seeking it because that is your true nature. So I don't agree with you that you don't deserve to be called a yogi. We are all yogis. Like this little thing that I mentioned. Okay, I'm going to be practicing yoga today, from today on. Pay attention to the speech that's coming out of my mouth. May it not be harsh. May it not be blaming. If we blame somebody, Look, 3 fingers are looking at me. So while blaming, it may feel good in the moment, but later on, 3 times, you have to deal with it. Any other questions, Amy?
Yes, there's several. There's one, this is just a comment. I think maybe is it coming to exam time in for some students in India. So there is just a request for your blessings as some of the students are getting prepared for their exams.
I see. So that's where I see the hand from Asha. My blessing is always there for all the students. But blessing alone will not work. They have to have done their work and they know they are going to have a good result and go. Asha, tell my blessings to all the students.
A question, being mindful, is it considered part of sadhana?
Definitely. Definitely. Being mindful requires you to be in connection with yourself, in touch with yourself. You have to be home. So that is a sadhana.
Next question, Baba. If someone has judged you, hurt you, and rejected you, so you simply let it be their truth, and can that be forever?
First, you have to focus on what is your truth and come from that. And if somebody has hurt you, rejected you, if someday forgiveness, love dawns in your heart, reach out and you will see it will have its impact. But you have to come from a place of not being reactive to their action. Whatever they have done, whatever their truth is, that is their truth. What is your truth? Is your truth based on their truth? If you truly have love in your heart for that person, in that moment, if you reach out or send a little communication, one-liner, thinking of you, let it be. We have to only come from what is my truth, what is my heart from that place. Not thinking that how are they going to react, maybe I shouldn't do this. If you're really feeling that way, shoot the arrow. A small one, not a big, long one, because then the mind will get involved.
Baba, there's a comment. Your message was exactly what we needed. Thank you so much. We are blessed. I agree. Baba says our sadhana is turning frowns into smiles. Isn't our work really on ourselves and not making efforts to get others to love us? Finding our place in our own hearts, shouldn't that come first?
Of course, you can't do that. You have to do that work for yourself first, then you do it for the other. So you have to smile before you can make someone else smile. We all know that. You know, if somebody's there little frowning and you show up and you just smile, you compel them to smile. Or first time they say, wow, what's so funny that you are smiling? But then they smile. So before you can make others smile, you have to smile yourself. So that's true.
So I see Louise and Mike just raised their hand. Louise and Mike, do you want to unmute yourself and ask your question?
But what do you do when you're conflict avoidant and in relationship and something bothers you, so you don't want to hurt the other person and stuff it, and then it builds up, and then you express it because you have that anger energy to get out? And sometimes it's your thing and sometimes it's the other, but discussing it can, if the intention is to enhance the relationship and work it through, but I understand it's not to do it in an angry way.
Yes. When you are trying to discuss and there is charge on both sides, I have never seen it to come to a good resolve. Then what's the point? What's the point? If I'm not coming to that resolve and we're just doing this, so it's better to wait for the appropriate moment to resolve that. And particularly when there is no charge. When there is no charge and you are feeling love in your heart, that yes, reach out, send a text or a little small email that I have been thinking and I would love to sit down and talk about this in a peaceful environment. So anything like this, if we start from, we have to look at ourselves first. Is there a charge? Can I change that charge into love or appreciation? They are in my life for some reason, so we have to find that reason and appreciate that first. And I have seen those things work. But when we sit down with a charge to discuss, and it never works. But Louise, you are a therapist. You know more.
Yeah.
But don't let it build inside you. If something is building, the anger is building, the resentment is building, you have to find a way to diffuse it. And how can you diffuse it? By empowering the love in your own heart. My love is strong enough to diffuse it. My love is strong enough to have another opinion. Because as long as you keep thinking what they're thinking about me, then you are operating from their point of view, not your point of view. We should never lower ourselves to the level of someone who is coming from that place. That make any sense? Make any sense, Louise?
Yes. It's when I was thinking, sometimes, though, I may have a perception that the other person doesn't have or may not be aware of. And then to express it, and then the other person can accept it or not accept it. But sometimes I think it's, can be kind to express something that the other person may not want to hear, and yet it could serve them to hear it.
Yes, timing is very important. So find the right time to give your point of view. Timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Amy?
There's a question. What is the best way to honor the presence of the Guru in our life?
Strive to be your best. The Guru within you is your own higher self. Try to be your best. And if you are trying to be your best, even you have a guru within you, but the guru, physical guru, is very happy to see that you are striving, you are working hard, you are not just always caught up in yes, but you are making effort, you are making sacrifice, you are going through, you're practicing the teachings. So those are the things that make the guru happy and honor the guru.
Baba, so Asha sent a question. I don't know if this is better for offline, but wanting to talk about Sia.
Sia?
I don't know.
Sia is a girl.
Oh, there she is.
Emily,
Shia kya hai? What is Shia, sir?
Sia is a girl. She's about 14 years old girl.
तो उसके लिए बाद में बात करेंगे, यहाँ बात करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
ठीक ठीक.
Hi, Amy.
One final question. Is thought different from mind? What is that relationship? Are we using thought to connect with mind?
Thoughts come and mind, I think the way, let me think about this, thought and mind. What is the relationship between that? Mind is an instrument for these things that are floating. So thought comes and whichever mind takes in and processes it. That's the way it's coming to my mind right now. Mind doesn't think thoughts. Thoughts flow in and someone that mind catches in and makes it your own. Who is asking that question? Maybe they have some idea.
I think it's Mark Krigbaum.
Yes, Mark, I'm sure, has a better idea.
I doubt I have a better idea.
Just stick with the good thoughts, whether they're coming from the mind or mind is taking from outside. Just pay attention to what kind of thought that is.
The higher mind, the divine self is not using thought that way, is it? You spoke of him being as comes in, you either take it or don't, but there seems to be something different from the intellect.
Yeah, that's pretty complicated for right now. Just keep it simple. Keep your mind clean. If something you know is not helping, staying in a good place, then let it go. Let some new thought come in.
Baba, one last question came in, which I think a lot of us maybe can relate to. When you have a friend that likes to speak extensively about their problems, how to be a good listener, but not let them go on, and also to have a positive impact.
When you are listening, where is your attention? In your own body. When you are listening, Where are you grounded in? If you're grounded at your navel, not in your here, lots of times people say, I'm listening from my heart. What is listening from your heart? You be grounded in your own self and listen from there. If you are not feeding into that, because if you're listening from here or here, whatever is going on in your mind, that's also playing the ping pong. So you hold your energy within yourself. Listen from a grounded place, and you will see that their chatterbox kind of quiets down. When you are grounded here, after you have listened to a few moments, look straight in their eyes. You'll see they become still, they become calm. But if you're playing that game with them, then they will keep playing the ping pong. So first, you stop thinking that what are you going to tell them? That's my way. I'm sure the coaches and therapists have different ideas. So I can only tell you what I do. Stop thinking what you are going to say. Listen. And when you are grounded, that person becomes grounded. And after they have stopped, then you can offer something that comes to your mind. Anyway, thank you all for listening and being here. And, it's pretty hot today in Sonoma. But Dadu is sitting there with a fireplace, making me jealous. Where are you, Dadu? What's happening there? Why you have fire going? Is it cold?
Dadu, you need to unmute yourself.
Okay. No, it's not cold, but it was chilly in the room. So I lit a small fire.
Okay, that's fine. Build the fire, but
It's actually going to be pretty nice today, probably about 68.
Here it's going to be 90 plus. Okay, you enjoy.
Yes.
Dadu is holding the fort at Upasana. Dadu and the bear. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Let's just take a moment to be quiet. I send my blessings to you, to your loved ones. May you have a wonderful week ahead.
You too. Thank you.
Stay happy, stay healthy, stay inspired. Call yourself a yogi. Thank you. Please stick around and say hi to each other.